ESPN let go of Todd McShay.
That's crazy.
They cleaned house.
Let go of everybody.
They cleaned house, yo.
They let go of everybody.
I didn't know they let go of Jay Will.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Yeah, they let go of Jay Will too.
How much is Shannon Sharpe charging these guys?
They said they got a rumor out. They said about 50.
I need the years. I need the years on
Said
that.
about 50. I'm like, damn.
50 how many years?
Mm-hmm. Google that right quick, guys.
It ain't gonna come
It's a
up.
rumor.
It's a rumor.
Well, I mean, even a rumor.
But they saying 50. 45, 50.
Between that and Pat,
They just got rid of a lot of shows.
They got rid and a lot of the talented people whose personalities we like. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay Will. In the morning, Keyshawn. On the radio. See, it's radio personalities. We only watch the TV, but when you drive into work, you listening to Keyshawn and Jay Will and Han and Humpty and all of these guys and how they mesh. That shit is hard to recreate. I remember when Chris Canty went off the radio, I was kind of tight. Like, that shit is hard to recreate. So I don't know what they going to do over there.
Who the hell is gonna do 95 different NFL mock drafts if not Todd McShay?
well, they still got Mel Kiper.
Kuiper.
Then they'll throw Louis Riddick and them in there to bring in the expertise. Yeah, see what they're gonna do.
All right. I miss Todd McShay though. I might have to find out where he going. If he going to Rumble, I don't know. Count me in. I might have to go over to Rumble, check my man out. Got rid of that. That nigga made me care about college quarterbacks and shit. All right, this play right here specifically. Watch left. Like he being, oh shit, let me see.
Look,
let me see what happens.
Looks off the safety. Nobody looks off the safety.
Everyone's quarterback, your eyes would be here. His, you can see him looking around. He's at his third option. Look, everything else. And he did that in a matter of 2 seconds. Like, oh shit.
They'll educate you. They'll educate you.
It's just letting people
We'll
go.
see. I think it ain't gonna work. I think it's gonna fuck them up. But we'll see.
All the layoffs at ESPN?
Yeah, again, I just think that like people now Stephen A. Smith is a figure. Right? So even if we may not necessarily like what he's saying, he's still a figure. We've drawn to him. We start to like him. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Budden is a figure. No matter if Joe's getting on your nerves or if you like what he say, I'm going to watch next week for Joe Budden because I like Joe Budden. He's a figure, and I want to just hear whatever he's got to say.
What I will say is there was a lot of redundancy in the programming, so I could see them wanting to shake that up to bring in big dogs to not be redundant. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that too.
Sure. The shows you could if you put on ESPN, which I usually do if I'm like working in the studio or something, I'll put it on from 10 a.m. till whatever 5-6 p.m.
Yeah.
You will see the same conversations from the same people
Lakers,
happen
the
over and over
Cowboys.
again.
The Cowboys are always coming up.
Whereas if you put on Shannon or Pat, it's not.
It's spicy.
Yeah,
it is spicy.
They're gonna mix it up. They're gonna bring different opinions. They're gonna keep you on your toes a little bit more.
I read a thread on Twitter.
I like seeing it, but
I read a thread on Twitter from. I wish I could give credit to the gentleman, but I don't remember who it was. But this was right in the thick of all the layoffs, where he was like, "I honestly thought Jeff Van Gundy would have been gone sooner. I'm shocked that this took so long." So I click on the shit, and he was going in on Jeff. He was like, Jeff Van Gundy got on TV, called out every flop, criticized the refs. One game, he said they should take free throws away. You cannot just be on a live broadcast and shit on everything that they're trying to innovate and change. Good riddance. Get rid of Jeff Van Gundy. I was like, oh, he makes a valid point.
Good point. Now I think
because you're still at work. We be listening just for the commentary, but you at work still.
But some of the
contracts with these.
But some of the people like
leagues and shit.
a la Barkley and the crew.
Different.
No, listen, I know they are an elite group and on their own. I'm just saying, but they'll call out certain shit. I think Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson together had the cachet where they could be like, that's a bad call. Most of the new dudes won't never say that. And I think people appreciate that. Like, yo, even they said that was a piece of shit call. You know, they'll diss the refs. Mark Jackson be like, that's not a foul. You know, his calm voice, that's not a foul. And so I think the listeners like that sometimes.
Yeah,
Instead
but for
of
me,
thinking
The
about-
league might not.
correct.
you never.
That's cool.
You never really know where your cachet is until you lose it. Like the two people you're talking about, there's rumors about, friend of the show, there's rumors about what went on with Mark Jackson.
Indeed.
I won't ever repeat none of them, but it speaks to whatever cachet he thought he had, if those things are true.
But
versus what they'll do to you.
Sure.
Jeff Van Gundy, I'm sure that they come from the same school of that Charles Barkley-esque raw kind of. But
Speak your mind.
and you might think you could do it, but you quickly find out when you can't.
Bro, he's been there for 15 years.
And now look,
I'm pretty
See
sure
that?
Jeff will get a job.
He
also.
will definitely get another job. He'll definitely get another job.
yeah, coach the Knicks. We let Thibodeau go.
Yeah, right.
Come coach the Knicks.
Yeah, better not.
New Joe Budden.